Aries, let's light the flame. Welcome to your August 2020 reading. This will be a horoscope tarot reading for the month of August. I use astrology to tune in with your energy, but I let the cards speak eventually so I can give you more precise messages. As always, this is a general reading, might resonate, might not resonate. You have a moon sign, a sun sign, and also a rising sign, a Venus sign. All the planets are in a sign. So in a sense, if this is not your reading, check out your rising, check out your Venus if you're looking for love messages. So let's dive straight in. I see you getting a surprising advice from someone at the beginning of the month already. And for you, 2020 has been much of a build-up towards this glorious new version of yourself that you're gonna now slowly start to bring out into the world, share with the world. It's kind of as if this full moon in the beginning of the month gives you a portal to where you want to go, with who you are in your community. And so I see you starting out here, La Salle de Conseil, with an advice that you're gonna get from someone. It might come from a bit of a surprising place. Might be someone you haven't heard from in a long time, or someone completely new, but you're gonna feel as if this person has this kind of beautiful aura about them, beautiful angelic quality. It's someone who means well, and you're gonna know that immediately. Also, you're gonna want to, I feel, be more involved with your community as I see it, and take on more of a role where you can see, okay, this is something completely different from what I am, from my own power, or where I find my power, how I express myself in the world, but that's still valid. And that's a bit of the ego karma we are collectively purging here together over the next 16 months. It's going to be a lot about like opinions, and all the stories are true. I see you being on fire, but like a kind of whole new way of being on fire. There's a lot of healing in the way you express yourself, in the way you show your personality, and it's as if you are going to have a more pure expression of that. Like, ego is strong, but you're asking yourself, like, is this a vanity? Do I really need this? So if you want to step into, like, co-create with Mother Earth and become a more sustainable version of yourself. At the same time, this might also mean expansion. It doesn't mean contraction, because in a sense, it's as if you're asking yourself, okay, all this communication that has been going on these last months, what is the essence of that? And how can I align who I am at home with who I am in public? And what parts are private for me and what parts are to be shared? And you're going to get clarity on that, I feel, this month. Also, you're going to align your home space with your new values, or with the values that have been redefined here in 2020. Maybe you need a bigger house with a meditation room. Maybe you need a smaller house. Both are possible. But it's about you and how you are going to express yourself in alignment with the material world, is what I'm seeing here as a general tendency for the month of August. I had almost forgotten. But do remember, ego is strong. There's going to be like some ego battles. It's all about how much you want to go into that. And find the beauty in your own space, in your own temple, your home. Yes, your possessions, but there might be also a kind of surprising thing there. I don't know how it's going to manifest particularly, but you might want to get into a community garden. Like, you're going to be asking, what are my resources materially, spiritually? And materially, where can I get them? Where do I get my water? Is this healthy? And you're going to see your life through a much bigger lens. And still, it's a bit inflamed. There's a lot of fire. So I'm looking forward. I feel like I need to do this to see what's going on. Let's start with love. Queen of Swords, King of Cups, King of Swords. So it's a lot of kings and queens. So I do feel that there is a certain maturity in love here. There is definitely love, and there is someone that, as you see here, there's a window towards the couple. So there's this Queen of Swords, and she whether you're a man or a woman, this is an energy you come in with where there is a certain clarity about what you want. It's somebody who has discernment and goes for the goal, who likes efficiency, clarity and communication. This has nothing, there's no ghosting here, there's no breadcrumbing, there's just like, or if that would be occurring, this person is in his or her power and says like, listen, sorry, I ain't got time for this. So that's a really nice energy in love to come in with. I also see these two people in the Garden of Eden being very summery and in love with each other. So this is something that you either have present in your life now or that you are striving for. And if you're striving for that, striving is the wrong word, if you're allowing that in, I do see that there is a lot of potential here in August for you. Also, we are in a fire sign. It's the house of your soulmates and of your playmates is activated. So this is a good moment for a celebration. I know that there are some government measurements where you have the 5-person bubble thing, or like 10 if you're getting married, or 100. So there are some restrictions, but this is a good month to share yourself with others. Let's say to open and see what is there for you when it comes to meeting someone. It's a very good month to meet someone if you are looking for that. If you're in an established relationship, I see you coming in with an energy of getting very clear of where you want to go with this relationship, and that I'm feeling an alignment. As I'm seeing two people consulting each other and actually just sharing what they think is the right path, is the right journey, and moving along with that and in alignment with your higher self as well, and the higher self of the other, because relationship, it's two people coming together. So even if this is a new person, I do see that there is an honest and transparent and open communication between the two of you. I have this image of you like sitting somewhere outside on a staircase and just sharing what you want out of life, which is a nice thing, right? And then we have King of Cups in the center. So yeah, there's all this emotional maturity for people who are looking to attract someone or to meet this wonderful other person. This might be you might be looking at both a water sign and a fire sign, actually. It might also be an Aquarius. I'm also seeing a lot of like Aquarian futuristic energy here in your reading. If it's a water sign, it might be a Cancer, which is a bit more, well, it might have a little karmic familiar touch there, and you're both like leaders and initiators, although in a completely different way. So there might be some things that you're like, okay, this is weird that I'm into this, because actually our personalities do not align and match. But yeah, then you're going to see that there's something deeper with this person, that you actually in essence are wanting the same. It's just that the words don't seem always that valid these times. It's becoming more and more, it's as if there's something changing in the vocabulary of the collective, and that we are figuring out how to communicate and how to have correct relationships with one another. But I see you being very strong in that, and strong in a sense of associating courage and bravery and power with being vulnerable and showing yourself for real. And it's a whole other way of being courageous and powerful than what we knew in the old paradigm. So there's an energy of an emotional maturity. So if this is someone new you meet, this is somebody who has also this clear vision of what the future should be. I'm seeing this as a mature relationship, or as a relationship maturing if you are in a specific bond. I'm seeing that there is a lot of thought about the future, and that there is a lot of exchanging about that, but in a very, in an adult kind of way, or what adult can be if we have an idea. There's a dash of idealism, but I don't think that this is a fantasy here. This idealism is actually going to help you evolve and going to help you finish this year in a beautiful way. This might be somebody who has a very healthy, well, I'm seeing somebody who has a very healthy mind, who knows about the shadow side of life, who knows about the shadow cycles in his or her own life, and the way that has already progressed for them. So they come in here like psychologically strong and pretty wise. This is looking good for you. I'm liking this. I have separated the major arcana here to see if I can get some more info. So for those who are looking for this person, or who are inviting this person in, I will put a link to a meditation that I have recorded to manifest this love. It's in the description box below. I will mention that again at the end of the reading. Okay, there's something about this that intrigues me. Yeah, so again, this is great. This is a very, this might be somebody that you meet when you're on the path of doing something for your mental health, or doing something for your philosophical expansion, for the expansion of your worldview. I'm seeing somebody who has this kind of mystical connection, or I'm seeing this person coming through a practice that you're gonna invite, or like a healing journey that you're taking on. It can be for your body, it can be energy work, it can be mental work. But I'm seeing this coming to you when you are opening your worldview, when you are expanding. So yeah, good news. I will later go into more messages about somebody, about the person you might meet if you are single in this reading. But I'd like to, because career is so important, it's going to be on your mind, how you're going to want to represent yourself in your community, and maybe like making little changes to your business. Many of you are very entrepreneurial. So it might be that you are wanting to start out on your own, or that if you have a business that you have been doing, something that you have been set up, like some work on your own, that you're going to do that in a different way, or that you're going to collaborate with other people, do services for businesses that you weren't doing services for before. So if you are, for example, in PR, you might take on a client that is focused on health, or that who's a health worker, who works with or somebody who works with the light, somebody who works with higher philosophy, deeper philosophy, ageless wisdom, all of that stuff. Yeah, you're stepping into the new age. Maybe you are already there. You're watching a tarot reading. Okay, I'm feeling that it's here. Let me see what this is telling me. So as for work here, creativity is good. Creativity is good. You're gonna feel very creative. Also, I'm seeing you getting this. So there's gonna be this thought, like this, which might feel a bit conflictuous in the inside, like the way you're making your money might be like, oh, actually I want to change this. But then I see you already getting a very good idea during the month of August on how you're going to change that. And I see already a culmination as well near the end of the month when we go into Virgo season. I see you like around the 27th might be a very interesting moment to really sit with yourself and have a clear your agenda. Come to a quiet space, because there's something beautiful you're going to learn about yourself, about the future version of yourself. I'm seeing a lot of optimism. I do see that during August there is going to be a situation, probably with money or with your resources, or you're going to be looking, or it can be a friend as well who has some money issues, who's going to ask you for something. You're going to be asked to do a favor, and just trust yourself here. It's what I'm hearing. Because you come in with strength, with new energy into the month. So you want to, with the Leo card here, and we are in Leo season, so that's so beautiful when that comes up for your career, because it means that you're on the right path. You are aligned with what you need to do. Don't rush it. Patience, 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 because patience is the quality that many of you do not have. Or that many of you are working to beautify. And it's the kind friend of time. So patience, pace yourself. Allow the world to show you what it needs so you can be that for the world. And there's great beauty in that here. I'm seeing that you have a new creative idea at the end of the month. I'm really seeing that powerfully represented. There's something you're going to add to your business, something that you're going to do. And maybe in the way this person who's going to come to you to ask for help, maybe in the way that this person asks for your help, you're going to find a key. It's as if you're handed a key to unlock a little part of your own creativity that wasn't there formerly. Well, it was always there. It's all in our subconscious, but that hadn't been brought to light. Yeah. Okay. Let's clarify here. Can I get some more info, because we're interested in the future here, about this Princess of Wands energy. So I see you being on the path with a fresh idea. I see you also being very attractive to others, people wanting to sort you out on this journey that you're taking with your career. People looking at you and being like, oh, okay, I'm seeing you. I'm seeing you very attractive. I also see you getting a lot healthier. Not that you weren't healthy before, but doing some things to, plant medicine, getting into some kind of more honest it's not going to be about the layers we put on ourselves. Not that there's anything wrong with wearing lipstick. Sometimes it's just an action of self-love. I'm going to get out of bed, wear lipstick, put some makeup on my face. But there's a difference between spending X hours on something that is a vanity or doing some deeper healing. And this is all going to be about a deeper healing at the end of the month that is going to reflect immediately in your career. Yeah, you're going to be looking at things here, Aries, that in August that you weren't usually looking at. And there's maybe a bit of an identity confusion, like, okay, is this really me? Is this the path that I need to take? But yes, go for it, because we have the King of Pentacles here. And this talks about material prosperity, but also having a very grounded sense of who you are. And that's all coming for you. That's unfolding out of this idea. So go for it, Aries. Go for it. This is your moment. At the same time, Four of Swords. Patience, patience, patience. I do see you reaching out to someone, maybe a teacher, like learning how to meditate. It can also be on the World Wide Web. We have that right now. I also see a situation where you're going to sit together with other people, seeing a community event, meeting on equal grounds around tea, some kind of more... It's going to be a beautiful moment, I feel, for you in August to kind of see what kind of collaborations, what kind of people are you attracting now. Take an honest look at your circle. Grab your phone and actually look at your, I don't know what medium you use to communicate, but who are the people you actually communicate with and that give you joy to communicate with? And who are these people? What are they doing? There's this beautiful idea in astrology that I had the other day, that we need like 7 people, all representative of one of the planets. And if you don't know the symbolism of the planets, don't worry about this, but it's like, okay, you need somebody who is going to be like a strong force of stability for you, who's going to show you your limits and your boundaries, something that we as fire sign might not like always, but then there's somebody who's going to be attracting you, who's going to infuse you with new ideas of experiencing the world in beauty and in harmony and glory, and that's a beautiful thing as well. Then there's somebody who's gonna just like be your light. And there's somebody with whom you have the same mind, and it's this like-minded exchange interaction that really makes you feel as if you are a child talking, sitting on the floor, drawing things on the floor, whatever you were doing when you were a child. But there's all these energies that we need as humans, as social beings, to interact. So you can ask her. I see you getting a lot more honest about that, and not that you weren't honest before, but a lot more aligned with your true self and what you are here to do on this planet. And then I see you like coming together with these people, and actually in immense gratitude, appreciation for what your life is right now. I see you literally kind of forgetting about the past, these nostalgic hang-ups that we have. I don't see that any of that is relevant for August here. Wonderful. Then I would like for the people who are single and ready to mingle, if you are not single and you want to stop this reading right now, please click subscribe. Thank you so much for that. It shows me that I'm on the right path with doing these videos for you. So yeah, that was that. So I would like to get some, and maybe I would like to get some really precise info about that. So I'm going to take the minor arcanas here. So I'd like a card for you, for the person you're about to meet, and then I would like a key, and also the place or the context where you can meet this person. Give you a bit of context there. But I like something a lot more precise. Again, King of Cups. So yeah, you emotionally maturing here, Aries. Acting instead of reacting. And you're gonna come in that expression of yourself, and that's you here. Then this other person that you're gonna meet, it's somebody who has also this independence, who's very solitary in a sense, who knows how to do life by him or herself, and you're going to be attracted to that. It's also somebody who has already walked away from different love affairs, from different romances, because they were not the right romance or love affair for them, or not the right person basically. And they have done the groundwork, I'm hearing, on being with someone. So I'm seeing this as a good solid start, but rooted in emotion and rooted in how can we be emotionally self-sufficient but still come together. And I'm feeling that this person is aligned there. Good. Wonderful. So we have this as a meeting point. So basically you're gonna meet in a garden. Like might be meeting as a community event, like through family I'm seeing, like through home, through being more a part of your community, or meeting through an introduction of somebody, of a happy couple, like people you have maybe yourself introduced earlier in your life and who are doing well, and like through like connecting to people who are in a couple and who are happy about that, who are not miserable, who are not like, oh my god, I want to be single like you. So that's what I'm seeing. So really connecting to that energy. Actually, who in my entourage is in a couple that I like? And then I'm seeing this person being it's just going to be somebody who has traveled, who has seen the world, who is not a newbie at being human, let's say. This is somebody who's experienced, but still has an energy of wanting to do life, and you're gonna be like, oh, okay, like after all these things that you have lived, you're still wanting to experience. Nice. Let me pull. And then we have Queen of Cups. Wow, okay. So this is somebody you're gonna want to explore the world with, and who's going to want to explore the world with you. I have to tell you that this is somebody who might have recently turned his or her back to a situation that probably was romantic and that had a lot of passion, but that wasn't the right person for them. So you're gonna meet you're gonna meet, and don't be scared. Don't pull out because you're like, oh, okay, this person was recently involved with someone. I do see that there is something solid here, because I see this kind of violet flame couple coming up here in the center on how I put the cards down. Your message for you here is, do you stay emotionally self-sufficient. Don't dissolve into the other immediately, because this is going to be a strong connection and it's going to feel like a happy reunion. It's going to feel like rainbows and gold and butterflies, all the good things, which I'm very happy for you. But this person, okay, walked away from that situation and is now again walking into the light, overseeing what is possible. But I do see that that he or she is ready for expansion, is ready to do the world, and is just like taking this moment like, okay, where do I want to go next? This might be somebody coming in who is not from the same country as you, who comes from another place, or who has a different cultural background, and that's great. So you can co-create together, coming from different cultures. So yeah, that all looks wonderful. I hope this was helpful for you, Aries. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for liking, commenting. I will put a link to that meditation if you're interested in doing that with me. And yeah, have a blissful month of August. See you in September. Namaste.